Finally, you can use your Apple Watch like a walkie-talkie. The macOS App Store is getting a total overhaul, and iOS developers will be able to port their apps to the Mac as early as next year. Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference was trending just about everywhere, so it's an all-Apple edition of #Trending. Welcome, it's Tuesday, June 5th, and I'm Brian Jackson. There was no new hardware announced yesterday at WWDC, but there were a ton of OS updates, starting with Apple Watch's watchOS 5. This update is bringing a walkie-talkie app that allows users to press a button to record a message, then release that button to send it. The contact you've shared it with will receive a notification on their Apple Watch. Other updates include WebKit being ported to watchOS so that you can now view web content on your wrist. There's also native podcast and background audio supports. Finally, if you're trying to get into shape, watchOS can help with that too. It will automatically detect when you start a workout and track your activity for you. The new version of Apple's desktop operating system is called macOS Mojave. New features include content stacks to organize all of your files of a similar kind on your desktop. Dynamic Desktop will adjust the brightness of your monitor based on the time of day. Finder now has a gallery view that allows for a better look at images, documents, and videos. Plus, you can see all of the metadata from your photos in a sidebar. The screenshot tool has been updated to include video capture, and Apple's News app is coming to the Mac, as well as Stocks, Home, and Voice Memos. The Mac App Store itself also received a complete overhaul. Finally, Apple Safari has all sorts of new updates to make it harder to track an individual online. Overall, it looks like a pretty solid update. It also has the same name as my cat, so good choice, Apple. There's also a new version of Apple's mobile operating system coming out this fall. In a preview during yesterday's keynote, iOS 12 was teased for its boosts to device performance. It will also have some new augmented reality features, including a new file format that's being supported by Adobe called USD-Z. Apple is also looking to teach its users about AR with a new app called Measure. Just look at any object through your camera and you'll see its measurements. Apple's also introducing a multiplayer gaming mode with augmented reality, so several people can be looking at the same AR object from different angles. Also noteworthy, Apple says that it's working on a way for iOS apps to be ported to the Mac. Its first phase of this is seen this year with the News, Home, Stocks, and Voice Memos apps being ported. And next year, Apple will open up this capability to its developers. That's the Apple news trending today. #Trending is a part of the ITWC podcast network. I'm Brian Jackson. If you enjoy #Trending, you might like the Business Leadership Podcast, hosted by our friend Edwin Frondozo. The weekly podcast features leadership strategy conversations with top tech executives and always includes actionable items. Find past episodes or more ITWC content on itbusiness.ca/podcasts.